still talking about your ex.
Constantly talking about ex or constantly still talking to your ex.
Best.
Yeah. Talking never mind, comparing you with ex. That one. Comparing. My ex can do this, why you cannot? Wow. Pick 1 to 3, it's Jing Yong, Jordan and me. I'm your host Brennan and welcome to another episode of the SG Draft Podcast presented by the Chit Podcast Network. Now for those of you tuning in via YouTube or any sort of podcasting platform, hi again and thank you for giving us a listen. We are just a bunch of Singaporeans that are talking about relationship red flags.
You cheat on me, Brendan.
I'm joined by my two biggest flags. Hey, Kopi bros, they can't lie. I'm joined by Jing Yong and Jordan. How are you guys doing?
As you can see, it's quite thick. It's cold in Singapore right now. It's like average 24 degree.
Yeah, honestly, I was shocked. I just came back from Ho Chi Minh, right? Then I was just like, when I came to Singapore, I was prepared to be in the humid weather. Wow, it was like aircon. Like I came out of the airport, I was just like, what's still aircon? So it's still raining. I was just like, wow, what's happening?
You went to Ho Chi Minh for business trip, is it?
Yes. I was in Ho Chi Minh for like a company retreat. For business planning and everything. Yeah, so it was quite fun. I was very shocked at how different Ho Chi Minh was from 10 years ago. The last time I went there was like 10 years ago. Now it's like
much more nicer.
Yeah, it's like much nicer. The food is much nicer. The people are very friendly.
But crossing the road is still the same.
Wow, I have no idea how people can drive there. Honestly, the driving and especially the biking. Wow, I got shocked. There was this like huge construction vehicle, right? It's like the road so small, right? He 100%, right? He can't see the back of his car whether when he moves, right? Whether he's going to hit anybody. He don't care. He just trusts the fact, right, that everybody around, right, will know common sense to avoid his vehicle. Wow! Like when he turned around, I see like all I almost got panic attack seeing him getting so close to all the bikes, the scooters.
Yeah.
Don't know how they do it, right? It's the banh mi in Ho Chi Minh, as in Vietnam, right? It's really a class on its own.
Different,
yeah. I never eaten a banh mi in Singapore that can even compare to the one that I ate in Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
That's a very normal one. Yeah.
Banh mi is actually originated from French, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when you eat it in Vietnam, right? Wow, it's like crispy on the outside, then it's fluffy on the inside, the bread. Singapore, you bite and you must like, wow, must pull one. Must like, wow, like, you think a dog treat, like, wow.
They air flown the jam tau roti until too hot. Frozen. So if you look at our thumbnail, you know that this week we're talking about relationship red flags. I don't know how to talk about relationship red flags without tipping pics, so we shall not be talking about. That's why we talk about traveling with Amanda around.
Yeah. She's just like, hey, that's your red flag, not mine. We'll discuss more on like what constitutes a red flag and what is like a really too much of a deal breaker. So, but before we start, we'll talk a bit about last week's draft. Last week's draft was a cartoon draft. I am shocked that I did so badly. I'm disappointed in myself. Even after picking Pokemon, this is disappointed. But
Pokemon belongs to Jing Yong.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Who do you vote for?
Actually, I vote for you. My vote was.
That's why I also voted for.
I felt that my team was pretty solid. I honestly was quite surprised that Amos won because I thought Brandon would win.
I honestly thought also Pokemon Avatar. Maybe For me, maybe I felt like my picks were too all over the place. I released the last pick. I should have really picked the Powerpuff Girls instead. There's no feminine, not too feminine the picks. But oh wells, congratulations Amos for winning his first draft.
Kudos.
Kudos for breaking my streak. If not, I went back to back 3 weeks in a row. I thought it was going to be me 3 weeks in a row. That will be a new record. Cause the last time someone did that was me.
Now it's me versus Brandon on hat trick.
We'll see from today's draft who gets there first. Yeah, I think it's a pretty straightforward draft, but we just need to get down to some of the clear distinction of what constitutes a red flag.
I think we were discussing just now, right, that there's a difference between red flags and deal breakers. So I think red flags is probably something more in the grey area, not really 犯罪 kind.
So I believe no really the clear kinds, like no such thing as you say like cheating or like you sleep with your friends and your family or whoever, or no such thing as like my husband physically beat me every day. I think that's like a clear that's not even a red flag. That is like that's a black eye. That's the wrong color. Yeah, right. I think we'll leave it up to veto if it's too much of a deal breaker. Then we'll see. Then we'll veto it. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we'll be speaking from our own experience or we're talking about ourselves.
We are old enough.
Wise enough to learn. Nobody's going to use their advantage because it's pretty clear. So I'm the pink one, Jing Yong is purple, and Jordan is blue. I'm going to spin it. Woo! Whoa! Big money!
What's my color?
Oh, it's Jing Yong. You're blue. Which position would you want to be?
I'll go
tres.
I'll go third.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Tactics, there's tactics in
A
play
relationship virgin here, I should go third.
Aiyah, you think I'm a manager every day.
Okay.
Behind the kitchen.
Okay, next up, Jordan's. First or second, which one would you want to be?
I think this is quite preference lah. Alright, I'll take 2. I'll give Brandon a heads up.
Oh, wow. Oh no.
Come back from Vietnam, I need to stress first.
I really dislike picking first. The pressure kills me. I've never done well picking first. Honestly, I don't think I've done that well picking first. That was smart pick. All right. So the draft order is myself, Jordan, and then to finish off the draft is Jing Yong. All right, let's get into relationship red flags draft. All right. This is really my mind. Honestly, how to choose which one is number one? I don't know how to choose this is really
This is a red flag for Brandon. He always struggles.
one of the biggest red flag, right? I feel right. I feel like it's a very bad red flag is when the person is very controlling.
Oh, okay.
Manipulative.
Like more towards like he always try to control your life by like he or she like control your behavior. Like you cannot spend too much time with your friend, you cannot spend too much time with your family. Like you cannot
come back before 10.
You must come back before 10. You must do this. You must do that. So when they try to control you, right, then it sort of like changes who you are, your respects for yourself, and then it's very hard. So especially when someone does that, right, I feel like it's very hard for you to find trust, because the thing is, I feel like partly because they want to mold you to who they want you to be, especially in a relationship. It's a lot about compromising and understanding each other's differences, right? When you're controlling, right, you're just pushing your own preference and everything right onto, so it's completely one-sided onto one person's personal needs and preference. It's like, okay lah, I stay at home lah. I lie down the floor.
Then when you lie down the floor, hey, why are you so lazy?
A lot of times, this kind of thing doesn't happen overnight. Like, it's like, first you cannot do this. Then 2 days later is you cannot do that. Then later, a month and 2 months later, you realize that, suddenly I got a lot of limitations here.
You give in a bit, then they take more and more. Like they control you
for the bigger and bigger things. So at the start, maybe if they tell you like you cannot go with your friends, you wouldn't have listened to them. But they start with like, oh, you cannot wear this when you go out, you cannot post this when you go out. Then after you cannot do this when you do this. Then become like, I don't want you mix with this kind of friends. Then after it become bigger and bigger until like your family is using you, so don't spend so much time with family. Then become he just ostracize you from everybody to just make sure that you solely depends on him. Wow, so controlling. It's off the boards. Jordans, you are up next. What is gonna be your
All right. My first pick for the red flag in the relationship, that would be lack of communication.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think communication really plays a part. But if you keep everything to yourself, then what for you are? Why do you have the other partner with you? When you guys want to organize like the wedding dinner or something, don't speak up your opinions. Then you always just let it be. That it becomes it gets boils up inside. It will lead to other red flags.
to piggyback on Jordan's point, the communication is also as important as sort of realizing your other half, like how they like to be communicated lah. Like some they might just say, give it to me. I like the one. I like it in my face kind. Some you really have to choose the right moment, know when to talk to this person, and then must talk in a nicer way. This kind of thing. Yeah. So I also think it's equally as important as sort of finding out what your other half like. What's the kind of communication that you want now?
And it's really the key, because honestly, with communicating with your partner, it removes a lot of misunderstanding. So if you really communicate well, it really saves you the trouble of having a lot of arguments. And you go for a lot of like marriage seminar or marriage counseling and everything. Right? They always say communication is key, lah. Yeah. So this is a very, very good pick. Sing Yong, you have back-to-back picks. What do you have?
I will pick my own first pick, and for me, is a very big red flag is dishonesty lah.
Dishonesty.
So I think this one is. I think a lot of times dishonesty, right, is sort of taken for granted because you will take for granted that this one like very small thing, like I don't need to tell my other half, like tell for what. Then later when they find out, right, and then they realize that how come you never tell me? Then it becomes a like snowball of like more and more misunderstandings lah. Honesty is the best policy, but anyway, yeah. So it's always good to sort of overly tell your other half like, this is happening, or even if you think like this one like just a very small thing, it's good to let them know lah. Until they just say, stop, like 这个太多了. Then I trust you, this kind of thing.
I think it's more like what Jing Yong said. It's more like accountability. Yeah. So you go where at least I'm letting you know.
The hardest thing is like, let's say the moment you lose the trust with one another, right? It's really very, very hard to get that trust.
Yeah.
Because it's very tiring on the relationship when the trust is like shaky or broken. Because it's a very important foundation to really have a healthy relationship. Good pick.
Okay.
Jing Yong, what's going to be your next pick?
Okay, this pick I'm going to pick because although I don't see it happen very often, I think it's a very, very fatal red flag. It takes a lot of people very hard to come out of. I'm picking gaslighting.
Oh, wow. That was going to be my next pick also.
Respect this kind of people in the wrong way. That they are really able to turn their other half like perception of like.
It's a skill. I would say it's a very crazy skill.
Yeah. And then I've really seen my extended family or like a friend like a few levels of family down, like their other half once they get married, right, they can really turn their head around until they just say, I break off with my own family. I don't understand this. Like you grew up with them, everything is okay, and then just because you got married or just because you have a new partner, right, they're able to turn your perception of like what is family and what is right and wrong just around like that. This one is, I really think it's very scary.
No, because they're just damn good, right? I've seen a very a friend, right, who's like a really almost a professional gaslighter, right? Like he really can distort the reality, right, and like change the like even he's in the wrong, right, he can change it to become like it's the girl's fault, right, that he is like this. It's because you firstly don't trust me, so you push me to be like this. Then after it makes a person like doubt themselves, question themselves. So to bring up things to distrust your own family and everything, right? You can always find things to nitpick, but the moment the person makes you judge yourself, right, you're not even able to trust your own
perception and judgments, right, or your own beliefs, right, suddenly then it basically says that wherever his belief is, right, is your belief. Right? Oh, it's crazy. Oh.
And then once they accept, it's very hard to turn their head around to tell them, hey, actually, this is wrong. They just keep sinking deeper and deeper into it.
You'll be changing your partner, right, to becoming someone that is so very, very dependent on you. You know that all her judgment, right, she don't believe, she will just want to depend on you. And it's very tiring, really, to have someone to bonus. Since gaslighting is out the board, what you gonna pick next?
I think more easy one, it will be anger management.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, correct. When you get angry easily, tempered easily, it's an easy reflex. Yeah, I mean, you are supposed to care and concern, but I know sometimes things triggers, then communication breakdown. So that's why you get triggered, you get angry.
Because it's a temper, yeah. Everybody has a temper where if you push like a certain wrong buttons, then you flare up. So it's natural, but training that patience, right, so that you are able to control it when. But of course, the partner should know that certain things, of course, when you push things too far, like it will be hard to control. When someone who cannot control their anger, right, and they lash out, when they always lash out, right, it is going to be very hurtful, and it's going to be, sometimes you say the wrong things, it's dangerous. So after that, it becomes worse and worse. It
can cause a trauma and all this.
Really cause a trauma to the point that in the end, maybe it may even lead up. This is the one thing that always leads up after that to become physical abuse, man. So this is like I feel like this is like a starting point. That's a good pick. Anger management is off the board. Now I am next. All your picks also good, answer. Yeah.
Jin Yong Wan, hello.
Okay.
What virgin relationship was top notch pick.
Top notch. Yeah.
I would like to thank Google and Google.
Yeah. So since you all choose all this, right, then I shall choose what I believe this pick has been already picked. As a tip by Jordan is so-called substance abuse. So I feel like someone, especially when you're in a relationship with you, right, when you're constantly going out to drink at night, right, it puts a lot of tensions on the relationship. Like even when you're like, if you go, like some people, of course, at the start of a relationship, you all can drink together, go party together, fine, it's okay. But when you party separately, or especially when one person stays home and one person goes out late at night, right, sometimes the girl like to go out to drink, or sometimes the guy go out to drink. Then like when in the relationship, like once in a while it's still okay, or maybe like once every other once you go out with your company, or for a reason, it's okay. But if your company say that, tell you like every Monday to Friday you're drinking every night outside, then how to
but what if both are drinkers?
Yeah. So that's why I say I can understand if both goes out together to drink, but many a times it's not the case. Many a times it's one side going out to drink a lot, then the other side is like at home. The next one I feel that is a red flag is someone that constantly puts you down and constantly makes you feel down.
Yes.
In a friend group as well, like in a friend group, it shows that your lack of respect for this person, even as a person.
Yeah.
Like when in front of the whole entire friend group, it's like, wow, you damn dumb, like you don't deserve to. Then you just like, wow, bro, that's your girlfriend, man. Like you're just like, huh?
Then it's even weirder if you stand out and talk.
Yeah, then you defend her. Then it's also very weird. So then you just like, you cannot say anything. You just like, hey, bro, relax. All you can do is just like, oh no, it's okay, bro. Like no, it's okay, it's fun. It's like, no, she didn't mean that. You try to diffuse the situation. Then after sometimes from diffusing the situation, then it's like it makes the person more angry. No, she's just damn dumb. Why would she even say these kind of stupid things? Then you're just like, whoa, like what? No, okay, can we just continue the game? The most extreme one, right, is the guy tell the girlfriend, right, is, hey, you shut up lah. The guys are talking, you don't talk. You just you just like, still just like, huh? Hey, bro, relax. She can talk. Please talk. It's okay.
I realize a lot of times for the other half, that means the receiving end for this kind of comments, right? It also takes a certain amount of courage for them to say, I'm going to put a stop to this. Then I'm going to stop a relationship with this person.
No, I feel it's easy for them to stop a relationship with this person, like be after that. But at that point of time, right, it takes a lot of courage to, when a person shout at you back, right, it's because you don't want to make, normal people will always feel like you don't want to make things awkward for the entire group. You think for the whole group, the dynamics. the best case scenario is the person walk away. Like if the person can control, she just walk away. Because how do I even sit down there for the rest of the night with the friend group that know that the fact that I just got shamed, humiliated in front of this group.
Yeah.
Joel, what is gonna be your next pick?
You slipped something just now. Refusal to compromise. Yeah. So I think compromise is a big word. Yeah, it's a big word for anyone who is like sacrifice. So if you are willing to commit into a relationship or marriage, I think compromise is always there.
Especially in a relationship, if you don't compromise, right, it becomes very one-sided.
Yeah,
So it
correct.
means that you always expect one person to compromise while you don't compromise. So it sort of really shows that your commitment to this relationship, right? You don't even want to, like, because compromise takes a bit of sacrifice, takes a bit of sacrifice, takes a bit of giving in, takes a bit of like, I lose a bit, so because I want to let you win. But this person cannot even lose anything for you to win. So this person just want to win everything, bro. So this person so in a relationship, he just want you to put 100%, the person to put in just 1 to 5%, bro.
Imagine you and Amanda play FIFA. You trash
Wow.
10-0.
I try to 10-0, don't even give her the consolation goal, bro. Right at the 90th minute, she go and score, I slide her. Doesn't matter. So Jin Yong, you are up next. What is your back-to-back picks?
Jordan picked lack of communication as his first pick. For my third pick, I'll pick the other extreme. Too much and too heated in communication. I'm going to pick the constantly fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this one quite straightforward. Like, if you all keep quarreling like every time you see each other or every other day or every other 2 days, then you quarrel over the smallest kind of things, then I really think it's a red flag. You might as well just go your separate ways or like just don't live in the same house anymore. Like sometimes I do get this feeling like I see some shows the other half will say, don't you feel that sometimes you see your other half that there's just this one day you feel like you just want to punch him. He haven't even do anything, just feel that you want to punch him away. Yeah, so although I'm a relationship virgin, but I mean I also seen colleagues every day, I also seen like my parents every day. Sometimes I also feel that like for no reason you're very irritated by like a very simple thing that they ask. Yeah, so I feel that if let's say this kind of simple things that they ask, or like let's say you're not having the best of days and then you just lash it out on them like too constantly, right? Then it's really a red flag to just end this thing.
It could be like a multitude of reasons why you're constantly arguing, and if you all both don't even bother to fix the underlying reason, right? You're just going to continue arguing and it's going to be faster and faster. Like last time, maybe it takes you like half an hour to escalate from a small argument to like a full-on fight. Now it's like after that it becomes 10 minutes already. You see the person breathe already, you want to fight with them already.
Yeah.
Stop.
Clear indicator of like if you don't fix anything, right? It's the start of the end of the relationship, So Jin Yong, what is gonna be your next pick?
Okay, this next pick is by experience one. Means I've seen a lot of my friends around me that their relationship end because this happened to them. And then when it happened as a red flag, a lot of them choose to ignore it. But a few months down the road, it's always the same result. It's when your friends and families, right? That means not just one, it's all your friends and families, right? Keep telling you that they don't like this person.
Wow, this is...
Because I can understand if let's say you begum with one auntie, or let's say you begum with one of my this friend or one of my this group of friends. I can understand. Then you're okay with the rest. You can go out for dinner and whatever together.
Oh, this is a very, very
your
good
friends,
pick.
Your group of friends, one group of friends, two group of friends, three, all say, hey, I don't like this guy, the vibe's not right. That means it's a very big red flag.
Yeah, because the thing is, your family and friends know what you are like. And if they don't like this person, means that they really feel like this person is not a match for you. And because sometimes your honeymoon period, your eyes are blind. Your love make you blind. Blind, deaf. Blind, deaf, and dumb. So sometimes the people closest to you can see it. If one or two, which is true, if one or two don't like, it's still okay. But everybody, right, it's quite serious.
Yeah.
This is a test of my relationship with my brother because he claimed that he watches the podcast. So I'm going to share a story about him. Okay, so my brother's first girlfriend, I don't know if it's lucky or not lucky lah. He was actually an ex-colleague of my cousin. So he actually how do you say so they actually met each other while my cousin was on a trip overseas lah. So they quite like each other. and then they started dating lor. But the problem is that my cousin's family who was on the trip with us didn't like her, and then told my mum. And my mum, after a few weeks, also decided, don't like her also. Then I don't think they told my brother, but I think my brother could feel it. And this was like not even a month into the relationship, you know. And then I tried to be a nice nice potential brother-in-law. So fast forward 7-8 months down the road, they broke up. It's true lah. Sometimes although like we see all the romantic movies, right? Like your parents say no.
Yeah. Romeo and Juliet. Everybody wants to be Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. But sometimes in reality, you also have to listen a bit to the people around you also.
Yeah.
That's just very good pick. Family or friends. The family and friends don't like you. George, what is going to be your next pick?
I think I'm gonna a secret pass lah. Like you keep a secret of yours from spouse or from any of your partners.
So secret pass, is it?
Yeah.
So not one, like someone that doesn't want to share their past or like their history or
because maybe
just keep it.
Maybe something that is really shameful to being shared. Yeah, so like even someone close to you, this will bring back to the first pick that I picked, lack of communication. Partners, you are supposed to trust each other and the spill beans. Yeah. Before any relationship you start, tell them your flaws that you are struggling with and all this. Yeah. I think we are not perfect. We can't find a perfect one, but we can create a perfect relationship lah.
I can understand some people why they don't want to share certain things, like they don't want to share their full past, but it's always good to, especially when you're going to marry someone, it's good to like share.
Be honest.
Sometimes maybe even the reason why you don't want to share.
I have a friend who is in a not very good financial situation. So to cut the story short, because of some saga with his dad and the condo that he bought, so he's actually blacklisted by the banks lah, cannot borrow money. And then because he condo is in the state of being sold or not sold, right? So he also cannot buy any BTO and any resale. This one he checked with the HDB already. So now comes a problem. He have a relationship that every time they talk until the stage that okay, we want to start being boyfriend girlfriend, right? He do what he calls show hand. Like he will say, okay, I got financial embarrassment. I cannot buy condo, I cannot buy HDB, I cannot buy resale. Two of the girls because of that say sorry, we cannot start. But recently, 2 years ago, this girl that he met while playing game, he show hand. He say he expected the girl to say no, but this girl actually said yes. He said don't mind, I don't mind like working through this with you. So now there's
wow, that's really very honestly. But it's very brave for this guy to show hand at the start, because usually, and I feel like sometimes it's make it or break it lah.
It sounds like Simon Boy.
Simon Boy. I am up next. I feel like the person is never happy with what you is never truly happy with whatever you do or say. Like the nitpick. Yeah, unappreciative. Really takes a toll on like the relationship, especially if the person is not even appreciative to her own parents or friends, because it gets very tiring. If the person don't appreciate you for whatever you do, right, sooner or later you get too tired to even want to bother trying. When the person that is doing the most in the relationship gives up, right, the relationship is almost gone, because that's the point that the relationship needs the other person to pick up, because it's always a compromise. But if for so long this person has been doing 80% or like taking on 80%, and now that he drops to 20%, right, he needs you to come back to 80, right? But very hard.
You just don't have the mentality,
to do it. Yeah, because you have never appreciated the person. Yeah, because to the person, to you, right, you have always been doing your best also. So it's like your best is already enough already. Yeah.
One of my friends have encountered such before. Now he's in the midst of the divorce, but put in so much effort. 1 year, changed 4 times maids. He have to pay for all the levy fee, all the fee to get the maid in and out of the places, right? All the maid would take very long time to choose because the wife was very nicky picky. The maid that they choose, right, was actually quite good, but just that the wife was, cannot lah, this one cannot. He had enough. I think this is it, fine now. I'm not gonna pay for anything. And someone they got a kid, he's okay, but you are not appreciative enough for what I've done. Like wow, I can feel my friend was really like dry already. Like
yeah. You work so hard is to come home to a safe space. Then after when you come home with the person at home is not even like helping you make this a safe space. Then you're just like, wow, tired. This is crazy. My last one that I'm picking right is someone that likes to air the dirty laundry.
Oh,
Yes. So
Oh.
especially now with social media, right? Be it and it's both lah. So I feel it's when you air dirty laundry, be someone who likes to either right in the friend group, right, bring up your wrongs, right, and you're doing, hey, you see this, basically, like, you see, my boyfriend never even bring me out for Valentine's Day, or like, you know, my boyfriend lied to me, then I kick him out of the house, yeah. So, and especially now, it's worse now with social media, right? When someone air their dirty laundry on social media, they put down there, and I've seen this before, right? Someone's put down there, right, and flame her own boyfriend or husband, right? Say that no money, still want to go out every night for what, loser? Then I was just like, what the hell?
Wow.
wow.
I was just like, wow.
That is so minor.
Wow. Then I'm just like,
Minor
wow.
thinking. Minor
Oh,
thinking. That's a red flag. Super red
No,
flag.
she angry at that point of time. Then she just want to like lash out. So she lash out. She just want to air her feelings online. So it starts from very small. Like a lot of time you always see like people put like a black black page, and they put like a long some like the
One sentence.
acronyms, the acronyms below, like WDIGAF. Why do I give a when you
F.
don't give a then you just like okay, I got it. Because the thing is, the first time you air, right, you feel strong that people will start with like, because people do this for attention, because they feel like they're angry at their partner, and then the partner don't want to talk to them or compromise with them or like have the conversation with them. Someone will message you, hey bro, you okay? Or like, hey, oh my gosh, babe, wow, that's damn bad. Wow, your husband so. Then after that, they're like, yeah lor. Then after that, wow, writing a storybook really online.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, the moment you do this, right, it's like you really don't give the person face firstly. Then like you're really sharing with the whole world how bad your relationship is. Then it's like it's not great lah. Like it's not a very good outlook. Yeah, it's very hard to bounce back from it. And then it's like it's really showing a very lack of respect for like the relationship. I feel.
Yeah.
Actually, back then, right, I mean, not about relationship. I myself last time had this very little bad habit, right? I tend to post my emotions on Facebook. I just say that it's such a bad day, but like everything I post is so negative. Until a day, one of my church leaders say, "Hey, Jordan, I need to speak to you." Then saying, "Hey, you know, it's not nice to do this often. So you are letting it controlling you." Then I begin to realize, tend to put this one. What am I seeking? Am I being insecure, or do I just want to let the people know to receive concern from elsewhere? Something like that. I think what you mentioned is really good. Like this somehow leads to those people who do dirty laundry. Yeah.
I believe all of us have like once in our life or a few times in our life, like especially last time on Facebook, you post like it starts from like you post the lyrics of a very sad song, because that's how you're feeling. Then after that, like why do I care when you don't care? Woman. So I'm happy to pick airing your dirty laundry out. Alright, Jordan, what's going to be your last pick?
Alright, I'm going to pick emotional unavailability. Unavailability. Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah. So I think it's like aside from mental, I think emotional plays a big part in a relationship and marriage. Yeah. I mean, if you are not emotionally there, then what is there? It's like a very silent, deadly kind of red flags.
It is very dangerous if you're emotionally unavailable for your partner, right? Because then after that, you're pushing your partner to look for that. And see, this is one of the clear things.
For other support, right?
For other support. Then after that, that's why some of them, they look for support online, like by posting it or by talking to someone else. And a lot of times, you push them to like talk to, share with their friends, share with their family. Then after that, in the end, they lose, or like it becomes worse and worse. Yeah.
All the red flags that we have chosen, right? There's always a chain ball reaction to the next red flag.
Yes. Yeah. If you don't look out for these red flags, right, like as you don't manage them well, right, then after that it will snowball to become bigger and bigger, and you'll bring in more and more red flags. Because like when trust, like when there's a lack of trust, a lack of support, lack of communication, it will just be more and more red flags will just keep coming out.
Yeah, correct.
Yong, to end off the draft, what is gonna be your pick?
I think I'll pick something simple, jealousy.
Overly
Nice.
jealous.
Yeah, overly jealous.
Yeah.
A lot of the picks we pick today are very out
General.
centric. Like,
Yeah,
we
very-
went through that. Then we are speaking from experience. But this one, although it's a red flag, I would feel that it's more, how to say, it's more juvenile lah in nature.
I used to get jealous very easily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Until
I believe
the
we.
end.
Yeah.
这么
It's a stage,
酸酸的
yeah. It's a stage. It's a stage that I believe everybody go through. Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
jealous, but I choose to loon. Yeah.
I have to say, right, one of the worst case like scenario, right, of this overly jealous thing, right, and someone who managed to control this, right, is me dad.
Oh,
A story from me dad, right, is he really was one of the most easily jealous, overly jealous, right, person, like I say, especially with to do with that Natalie, because they've been together for so long. It's like since secondary
Really?
school, and so secondary school. When like for example, and Ned is very friendly, and but Midet is more of the Ned is much more extroverted than Midet. So Midet was at the point of time, especially when you're young, you won't understand why she have to do certain things in her way because you're different, ma. Yeah. So when she's like talk to people more friendlier to someone, when I see Midet get so angry, you punch the wall like why? This is very funny. So, but to the point that after that now, right, he changed so much and he grew matured so much to the point that now he trusts her so much
Yeah.
that when the relationship built on trust, right? You're just like, oh, you want to go out late? Up to you. Go. To the point that now
Yeah,
Ned is asking, hey, you're not jealous? Why you don't want to be jealous?
Yeah.
I have a
But
feeling
then
this will be edited out. But okay.
Yes. Hey, Midet, don't edit this out, huh?
over jealousy is red flag, but that tiny of jealousy, it makes the girls, how
Yeah. You still need a bit. You need a bit. Yeah. That was our last picks. Relationship red flags draft. Let me read off the teams. For myself, is controlling. And the next one is over drinking. Over drinking lifestyle. I think that's the best way to put it. Constantly puts you down. Unappreciative. Airing dirty laundry. For Jordan, his team is someone who doesn't communicate. Anger management issues, refusal to compromise, secret past, and emotional unavailability. Second one is dishonesty, gaslighting, constantly arguing. Family and friends doesn't like him / her. And the last one is overly jealous.
Mm.
Do y'all have any honorable mention?
Secretive.
Secretive is like partly of what Jordan mentioned, but like more overall, right? Like overly secret with everything, you know.
Yeah. Then one more is they, how to say, they purposefully slowly distancing themselves from you or the people around you.
Like slowly avoid you,
love bombing,
love bombing.
like
Oh.
rushing into a relationship too quickly, then, but like you try to create
That's,
some emotional sparks to get people to say yes or something like that. Yeah.
That will lead to the next red flag, which is like in and out of relationship damn fast. Like the person you can like the past 2 years in like 4 relationships, then you just like
Yeah.
how the timeline doesn't respect boundaries. They someone who have a history of cheating, guilt tripping,
Guilt tripping.
gold digging.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go digging. Ooh,
Go digging. Yeah.
Still talking about your ex.
Constantly talking about ex or constantly still talking
my
to your ex.
boyfriend, best.
Yeah. Always, and the worst thing is talking about my comparing you with ex. Wow, that one, that one. Comparing. My ex can do this, why you cannot? Wow.
爱
Shoot
情
yourself
不
in the
能做比较。
Yeah. Of course, I feel double standard. Yeah, double standard. Yeah, overly verbally abusive, especially when it comes to like when he angry. He always just be overly vulgar with you and
yes.
So over vulgar. Yeah.
Avoidance of accountability.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
This one also another one. My God.
Yeah. So I feel like all this is like the foundation is always the same, like lack of trust, communication, support, and so but it all stems and it all leads to all this,
And especially the worst one is especially when you bring like your past baggages into the, because I believe not everybody was like that. It's because of
Yeah.
your past hurts that that changed you to become this
And you
way.
see, with all these red flags that I mean we all encountered or something, we also have our own trust issue. Yeah,
Correct.
that I think if you were to move on or something, or definitely there's some doubt or some fears that we are not that we are afraid to move on a bit. Yeah, but well, we need to overcome.
Correct. So that's why to make sure that we maintain and manage the red flags that we ourselves have, so make sure that it doesn't affect our relationships. So that's very good. So if you had to vote for one team, which team will you vote for? Honestly, I think this week, wow, Jin Yong team is really too strong. I'm voting. I don't know Jin Yong. This honesty
I'll vote for Jin
gaslighting.
Yong.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gaslighting is.
Oh, yo. This honesty and
I'll
gaslighting is really
Thank you.
sick.
I vote for Jordan because some of his picks I didn't have it on my list. Then I hear like, wow, this one.
Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Must know.
Good to know.
Yeah. So.
Not good to feel.
Not good to feel. Not good to feel. So please make sure that you keep a look eye and look out. Make sure that you're not like this. Make sure you be the right person for your special person. So that was relationship red flag draft. Alright, that was our relationship red flags draft. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember to like and subscribe. We have an episode that comes out every Friday. But in the same time, if you are into football, we have the football kaki that drops every Wednesday, and our Kopi Bro show where we talk about fun and trivial topics every Monday. Now, if you want to vote for which team you think drafted the best, you can head over to our Instagram every Friday at 12 p.m. to vote. But remember that voting closes the next day on Saturday at 12 p.m. as well. So please head over to our Instagram and go and vote. Now we hope you are not facing any of the red flags we are talking about. But remember,
Keep warm because there is a draft coming.
Don't break my heart.
Say
you love me forever.